Hey guys, it's meeK here. I just played Jin Air Sauce, or SOS, however you want to pronounce it, on ladder. And let's take a look. It was a barcode account. It's 40-1 at the moment. As you know, they're currently in Los Angeles for Blizzcon. Now you can see here, Terran wins 33, Protoss wins 7. I suspect this is Maru's barcode, and he's been practicing. And even more, this is like solid proof right here. You can see Classic, SOS, Parting, Dream. So these guys were all practicing together yesterday. And as you can see here, SOS is playing on his own account when they were practicing, but I'm pretty sure it's SOS because pretty darn sure it's SOS because the APM, the Protoss APM matches up with SOS. And I'm just gonna cast the game because it was a really fun game. I'm surprised I was so competitive, but we'll see how it. So I want to take a look at his vision. So he's going for a proxy gate and a natural. And the reason why it was so competitive is because I do spot the proxy gate. And so yeah, if you go look up SOS's APM, he literally gets around 180. And it's pretty likely he just got on the computer that Maru was practicing on and played some games of his own. And so here he's going for the gate. Meanwhile, I'm at home, just doing my build. I suppose everyone cam is fine. I kind of wanted you guys to look at his mechanics. It's pretty nuts. And so he's cornering probes back at home. And now the reason why I was able to spot this is because in my build, RGM Terran and Furnace taught me, you actually put your second racks in your natural. So as you can see here, he's chronoing out the Zealot. We go back to his vision. He starts attacking my probe. I cancel my racks as soon as I notice. So I go in, I scout one gas. He's looking for this SCV. He knows it's around here. I send him back home. And now this worker is going to make a factory for me. I was a little late to get my second racks open back at home. And here he is looking for that worker. So yeah, I saw after this game, I saw that the player was 40-1, and I think I took like a second peek at his profile minutes later, and I noticed the custom games with Parting, Classic, Dream, and yeah, I was convinced it was one of the top 16. So I was thinking to myself, which Protoss player could it be? At first I thought it was Hero, but just after thinking about it and analyzing the APM, pretty darn sure it's sOs. And I actually played Parting in a PvP a couple days ago, and that did not go well at all. So he's expanding back at home. He's also got an Oracle on the way. Now he's rallying his Oracle at home because I just messed that up. Give me a second. Now he's gonna leave the Oracle at home because the worker that was coming in here with some gold minerals, he noticed this. Let's go look at his so he keeps the oracles at home because he knows of factories coming, because he saw my worker come from nowhere.
Oracle perceiving.
And I knew during the game that his macro was insane because just how much production he kept having. So as you can see, oracles are very strong. I do get off a mine hit that gives me 5 kills here. As you can see, I'm up in supply at the moment. So we get to about 4 to 5 oracles here. So he sends his probes to the natural here. He's waiting for Oracle energy.
Your probes are under attack.
I should have burrowed that mine a lot faster.
Oracle perceiving.
So he's just now getting a gateway back at home. And here I actually get a bunch of probe kills. And Bio walks in. He actually has double overcharge here, which is really good for him.
Dimensional strings attuned.
If we look at the APM tab, it is almost identical to sOs. It is identical to sOs's average APM. So here he gets enough energy to just mess me up. If you take a look at the workers killed, I've killed 16 workers. I'm gonna get this natural. "17 workers here." If only I focus fired the mothership core here. So he's just constantly producing oracles. This mine does burrow here. do get an Oracle for my troubles. Now behind this, I'm still on one base. I'm researching +1. I've killed 19 workers. Overcharged, good unit. So as you can see here, his macro is starting to come back for him. He's pretty much safe now. I'm trying to gather my forces. And so now he's just massing Void Rays. He's got a second Stargate on the way. Here I'm kind of waiting for +1 is what I've decided to do. I'm on 4 racks. I spotted 1 Void. I probably should have made Vikings. I mean, this is all in for me, so once they stop it, it's pretty much impossible to win. So here I try to target down the Nexus. He pulls the boys, so I try to kite back as much as possible. The Oracles are reigning supreme though. And I think constantly making Marauders was a mistake for me. I should have gotten Tech Labs and probably just mass Marines. Because if you see, the Marauders don't do anything really. He's only on 2 gateways, so he barely had ground units. I do have a turret, but once you have that many Oracles, I mean. So this game's pretty much his already. He's researching +1 air weapons. He's got a photon overcharge for when I come up here. Oh, I could have just sniped the freaking Nexus here. Yeah, I could have target fired the Nexus there. I mean, he would have still won the fight, I'm sure, but because I only had a dozen Marines against 4 Void Rays and 2 Oracles. So here's where I tried this little elevator trick. I'm getting kind of desperate here. And so he eventually finds out. I just get force fielded to oblivion. Actually, he's going with Guardian Shield. And so, as you can see here, he just reigns supreme. Massing voids on me. And this is game. So as you can see, his mechanics are pretty darn crazy. He expands, gets a third up. These voids have +1 already, so pretty darn powerful. I have +1 as well, but not enough Marines. Like I said, I kept making Marauders for some reason. I was just kind of on autopilot. But yeah, that's pretty much the game. Thanks for watching the video, guys.